What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Portia Williams, her new husband side of the internet is crashing right now, all because of Falynn Pina. It's breaking right now because people are so quick to jump on bandwagons, judge, without taking their time to research or find out more information. Now, I understand that Falynn posting this image right here with Pleasure P, who is a singer, with this caption right here, without the caption being detailed. I understand that it could look like they are leaning into the current publicity around her name. Even if the current news around her name is not positive as an entertainer, as a singer, a performer, and all of that, this is free publicity and press. She's hot topic right now, so Pleasure P is aware that, you know what, the blog pages are going to post it. One of the top blog pages on Instagram with over 25 million followers posted this image and caption free of charge. Do you know how much money it would have cost Pleasure P to run an ad of his new song? Now he got the free publicity because of all of this. For example, Usher. Usher is a whole legend out here. He doesn't have to go through gimmicks and publicity stunts for people to know who he is. However, he understands marketing. He had a song called Boyfriend. Kiki went to his show, showed him love. The father of her child did not like her attire, went on Twitter. You all know the history from there, okay? Everything just went downhill. I have a song called Boyfriend, and Kiki is in the news right now. It's hot topic with her boyfriend, the father of her child. Why wouldn't I put Keke Palmer in my music video? That would be dumb of me to put anyone else in my music video, especially if Keke is available. And guess who's in his music video? Exactly, Keke. He got all of this free publicity because he put Keke in his video, because they are a hot topic right now. So I'm going to put the behind the scenes from the music video on the screen that Falynn posted in her Instagram story over 9 weeks ago. I was doing a video on Falynn, and I was collecting all of the amazing things that she's doing in her life. Music videos, the phase of Portia Williams' Ex-Fiance, Dennis, alcohol brand, liquor brand, whatever you want to call it. She's now a model for a Savage X Fenty. We are aware that's Rihanna brand. She's still doing her paintings. She released her book. She was a while ago, but I'm just pointing out all of the things that she's been doing just to move on, improve her life, keep herself busy, her career, and all of that. It was on VH1 Couples Retreat. Like, she's out here working and doing her thing regardless of everything else that's going on in her life. So I was going to do an uplifting video just saying how proud I am of her for peacefully and calmly moving on with her life and focusing on her career and her children. And when I say calmly and peacefully moved on, when her last situation with her ex-fiance did not work, the both of them released a statement, and then Falynn calmly and peacefully moved on. She's not online bashing this man. She did not do any interviews. They were co-parenting just fine. Everything was great. I'm sure they had their moments behind the scenes, but as far as publicly, she released that statement and she moved on. Now, yes, every now and again in their Instagram stories, they would post things where people assume they were throwing subs at each other. But as far as coming at each other and just being nasty towards each other, that wasn't happening. Now, just 4 weeks ago, Jalen was on Instagram Live. I have linked the entire Instagram Live in the description below for those of you who missed it. I captured a few minutes from that Instagram Live. I'm going to insert it here. I want you to hear what he had to say about Falynn just 4 weeks ago before his recent interview, okay? And then I'm going to come back with my commentary.
Why did we break up? We grew apart, that's it. What happened to you and Falynn? Me and Falynn, we outgrew each other, that's it. We outgrew each other. You want us back together? Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. But right now, I'm just focused on me and my daughter. That's it. Is there a possible chance of us getting back together? Of course.
I posted that Instagram live on July 6th, as you can see on the screen. So that doesn't sound like someone who completely closed the door. It was who knows. It was of course. Now I'm not saying people who's been through abuse that they do not go back to their abuser. I'm not saying that people who were this word right here on Falyn's shirt, I'm not going to repeat it. I even added an emoji to cover some of the letters because that is a very sensitive word that Jalen used in his interview. I'm not saying that people don't go back. I'm just saying just a few weeks ago, it was who knows and of course. That means the door was open.
Do I miss a family setup? Yes, I miss the memories. Would really love y'all to get back together. I think a lot of people would too as well. A lot of people would want us back together. You know why? Because our love was real. And we were authentic about everything. And we were open. But sometimes people just grow from, you grow apart. You might need to take a break from each other. You just go on different paths. Some people need to grow. Some people need to find themselves. That's just life. I'm not mad at what happened at all. I'm happy what happened. I'm very happy because right now I'm at the point where I'm putting myself first before anything. I used to put everybody else before me. I don't hate Falynn. I hate the way that our relationship ended. But at the end of the day, we were best friends before anything, and that's why we still stay connected. And when it comes to our child, we don't go through the courts or anything. We got a bond it's like damn near having a child. It's unconditional. I have love for her. Do I love her still? No, I think I'm past that phase. I'm good now. But I have love for her. If anything would happen to her, she know who to call. She know to call me. But we're just right now at this point, we're not there right now. They always say what's meant for you will always come back. So if I come back or if she come back, that's just what it'll be. But that's still the mother of my child, and I'm stuck with her for the next 18 years. She ain't going nowhere, y'all. I promise you that. I promise you that. You both seem as if you need to heal from your childhood traumas. They don't need to get back together. Way too toxic. I won't say we don't need to get back together. We just need to focus on ourselves. Well, I'm focused on myself. I don't know about her, but I'm focused on myself and my daughter. And people grow back together as well. Our relationship was not toxic at all. I would never say it was toxic. At all. It wasn't toxic. We lived life and we were having fun. Our love was not toxic. I've been through some toxic ass shit, but it wasn't toxic.
And do you understand why I didn't jump and do a video? My point. He was just on Instagram Live a few weeks ago. I posted about it. It's on the screen. It wasn't toxic. Of course, he will go back to her. The door is open. You will hear him say next that if he was to have a second child, it will absolutely be with Falynn.
Is Emma my first child? Emma is my first child and my last child. Fuck you talking about? Emma is my first and last. I'll be honest with y'all. If I have another child, just how I am, it would be with Falynn. It wouldn't be with another woman. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with another baby mama. I just can't do it. If I have another child, it would be with Falynn. Simple as that. Even if we're not together, it just would be with her. Yeah, if I was to have another child, it would be with Falynn person. It would have to be with the mother of my child now.
Reminding you of the date, July 6th, when I posted this Instagram live. Oh, but in his recent interview, now Falynn isn't the type of mother that he would feel secure in leaving his daughter with. She's damaged, she's this, she needs help, and the list goes on and on. But this damaged woman who's a monster, who did all of these things to you, you do want to get back with her, and you will have a second child with this woman you just said all of these disgusting things about. But this wasn't an interview. You turned Instagram live on. You were calm. You were in the right state of mind. You were at home having a great time, smoking your hookah, and you decided to willingly share all of this. Am I saying people are not allowed to go back on their word and say, you know what? I was trying to protect this person, so I lied. I'm not saying that's not possible. I'm just saying when your stories are not adding up and it's becoming conflicting, then I am going to look at you sideways. Because just a few weeks ago, she was great. It wasn't toxic. She was everything. You would have a child with her again, but now it's the complete opposite. And that's the reason why I didn't jump to do a review of Jalen's interview, because one thing about me, I come with receipts and facts. You all know this about me. You always say, Vina, you missed your calling. You should have been a lawyer, okay? So when a few weeks ago you were on Instagram Live singing her praises, and now I'm supposed to believe everything else you're saying in this interview. I also did not post my reaction to Jalen's interview when he did it, because of the word that he used and the accusations that he made against Falynn. That word is on the screen, it's on her shirt. It's GRO, add an extra O, and then go ahead and spell the rest. That's a very sensitive subject. And the last thing I wanted to do is come on here and give my theory and be looked at as someone who's dismissing a victim or a survivor story. You have to be very careful with the way how you react to certain things. I said in my original video that I don't think Jalen meant to use that word, and that I'm going to give it a few days, and maybe he's going to come back and apologize and correct himself. And I was absolutely right, because he did. Jalen's statement is on the screen. I would like to address a recent statement I made during my interview on the Relationships Matter podcast, where I used the term grooming incorrectly while discussing my past relationship with Falynn Pina. My choice of words was a mistake, and I want to set the record straight. I'm sorry without using the exact words. I'm sorry. Now, he wrote more than that. It's on the screen. You can read it for yourself. I will do my best to zoom in and out for those of you who can't read everything that he wrote because it's very small. The comments were not on his side. It was so bad that Jalen turned the comments off. You can't do interviews throwing accusations around, hop on Instagram Live. It wasn't toxic. She was great. I would have a second child with her. The door is open, and then now it's something else. Which one is it? We want to believe you. We want to have empathy and all of that. But now I'm giving you the side eye, and that's why I'm not rushing to do a video or upload a video, because which one is it? You are all over the place. If you are simply upset because the door was open for you, you wanted your family back, you were willing to work on yourself and get your family back, and then to find out that Falynn moved on with somebody else and it upset you, then stand on that. It's okay to be vulnerable and emotional and stand on that. After everything you went through, After the dragging, the bullying, her ex-husband dragging you in their divorce and their mess, assassinating your character, and all of these different things, all because you were there for her during their divorce. You did not do the things that he accused you of, allegedly, and just stand on the fact that you really wanted your family back and wanted it to work, but it didn't. But no, Jalen looked up and said, what did I gain from all of this drama? I don't have my beautiful wife here. I don't have my family. I don't have the happily ever after that I was looking forward to. So what did I really gain from the risks? Now, sometimes you don't get a reward, but when you do get that reward after all of the hot mess, it feels amazing because you're able to look up and say, you know what? It was a hot mess, but I wouldn't trade all of my blessings that I got out of it. I got a beautiful family. I'm in love. I'm happy. And I got my happily ever after. Jalen looked up one day and realized he was still hurting while Falynn had moved on with her life. If you think for a second that I went through all of that for nothing, absolutely not. This man have assassinated my character and all of that, dragged me in your mess. I'm going in this interview and I'm going to lean into what he said. And that's exactly what I said in my first or second video on Jalen and Falynn on this channel a while ago. I said two things will happen if they were to break up. He's either going to calmly and peacefully move on like Falynn, or he's going to lean into what Simon did. And he's going to be like, well, Simon said it. I'm saying it too. There's two people saying the same thing. That means it's true. And that's exactly what happened. In the Instagram Live, if you watch the entire thing, he did mention Falynn having a new relationship. But right after mentioning it, he then said, but if we were meant to be, she will come back. So after that, he still had hope. And the fact that Falynn wasn't coming back, he lashed out. But here's Jalen talking about he would never bash Falynn. They don't do that. And let's get into it.
Oh, Blackness, I never said I did not love her. I'm not saying that we won't get back together at all. Y'all got me out here at 5:30 in the morning explaining myself to y'all. I'm not talking bad about my baby. I would never talk bad of the mother of my child, ever. Because you wanna know why? Because my mother was a single mother. I was raised by a single mother. And if I didn't let my dad talk bad about her, why the fuck would I talk bad about the mother of my child? The fuck? That don't make sense.
Now, someone did say, Jalen did say in that Instagram Live that he sees Simon every night.
Did you never? Me and Simon see each other probably every other night. I see him in the club every other night. We see each other. We might not speak, but we're cordial. That's it.
He sees Simon every other night, he said. So now you have people saying things like, do you think Simon put him up to this to come and finish Falynn? And I'm like, first, Jalen is blaming Falynn for certain things. And now you're blaming Simon for the reason why this grown man is now, going back on his word that they would never bash each other. And now he's bashing her. I'm like, child, regardless of who did what, that man took accountability for his actions. And for the people who are expecting this man to go in an interview and make these accusations, and Falynn is just supposed to sit there and be quiet because that's what she's been doing for a long time, y'all like crazy. So now that Falynn did her own interview and defending herself, people are leaving comments like, Falynn retired. Oh, but when Jalen did his interview, it was okay to, we support you. We believe you. She's a liar. She's this, she's that. But now that she's defending herself, now she's wrong. No one is sitting here saying Falynn is a saint. I'm just dropping the Instagram Live and repeating Jalen's own words. He said, majority of these things did not happen. They were not in a toxic relationship. He would have more kids with her, and the list goes on. And the door is open, and it looks like Falyn's door is closed because she's in the relationship. Now, she's everything but the child of God, okay? Before I get into the rest of Jalen Instagram Live contradicting himself, I do want to say just a trigger warning here because Falynn is talking about domestic violence. She did share in her interview that she was physically assaulted by Jalen. She also said that even though she publicly said that Jalen was paying all of the bills and that she did not have to pay anything, that was a lie. She was trying to protect him. She was paying for everything. I might do a part 2 of her interview, but I want to squeeze everything in here and just move on from this topic. That she was paying for everything and she protected him. She peacefully moved on and she doesn't understand why he's deciding to do this, and then people want her to not defend herself. She's going to defend herself. Jalen also talked about Falynn needing healing in his interview. And it's very interesting how they are so quick to scream healing when they are a contributing factor to why she needs healing. Yes, she have childhood trauma and all of that, but if you were her best friend, she was about to marry you. You are the father of one of her children. You did all of these things to her allegedly. She held you down. She lied for you. She protected you and all of that. And then you go and you start bashing her publicly after she protected you. You don't think that's hurtful? And you don't think that she now have to heal from that as well because she trusted you and almost married you? So you are a contributing factor to the reason why she's not fully healed. Her ex-husband is also a contributing factor to the reason why she's not fully healed. So you can't be screaming, go heal in interviews when you are contributing to the reason why she's damaged. According to him, she's damaged and all of that. But like I said, I do wish Falynn the best. She's in therapy. She's been in therapy. She's healing. So I wish her the best. I wish Jalen the best as well. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you all with the rest of his Instagram Live. But click the link in the description below to watch the entire thing from beginning to end. Before I post the rest of the Instagram Live, I do want to say that Falynn did share in that interview when she was being physically assaulted and going through domestic violence with Jalen. Her new man is the one who came and saved her from that. Came and helped her pack up all of her things and moved her and her children out of there. She said that she allegedly even had to call the cops for that to happen smoothly. So sometimes it's not that she can't be alone or just move on alone. It feels like it's necessary to physically have someone there with her for her to feel safe. Yes, she's licensed to carry and all of that, okay? But she's like, okay, this person can come over here and do whatever. Send someone over here and do whatever. But if they know that my man is here, he's a boxer, and I'm protected, they're going to think twice before coming over here, to doing anything with me and my kids. So sometimes she finds herself in situations where she literally need a man in the home because she doesn't feel safe. And when she said that, I don't really have my family around, it made me wonder I wondered if her brothers, her family, were to come around and provide that safe haven for her when she finds herself in these situations. I wonder if that would help her just move forward without it having to be a new relationship, and she can move forward and heal without jumping into something committed. But those are the situations that she's been in back to back where, she felt like, hey, I need a safe space. I need a safe haven. Yes, I know what her new man looked like. I've seen images. They're on her page. She's not making a big deal about it. Meet my new man. He's just in the swipe. You have to swipe to see him. He's in there as if like he's just one of her friends. But I've seen them on the red carpet before. So I know exactly what he looks like. But he's an actor, a boxer. He owns his own fitness, facility. And I've seen videos of her son and this man boxing together and all of that. So it's very easy to find. But I'm not going to put that in my video. That's Falynn's story to share. And hoping that for publicity reasons, the appropriate parties were contacted and conversations happened before all of this happened, because, if this whole situation upsets the new man, it's been a few months, I'm saying new man, but if it upsets him, then who knows, maybe Mr. Pleasure P will slide in there. I'm just kidding. This is a music video, but anyways, let's get into the rest of Jalen Instagram Live. And you can watch the entire Instagram live from beginning to end by clicking the link in the description below. To my members only people, I'll be back on Wednesday with some amazing content. I'm wishing all of you well and take care, and let's get into the rest of Jalen Instagram live.
If it's meant to be, we'll get back together. But we're focused on Emma right now and creating a life. Okay, it seems like you like the single. I don't like the single life. I don't. I hate being single. I hate not having somebody to go home to. I'm a lover boy. I love very hard. I love being in a relationship. I don't like being single. I would never get on here and bash her. She don't bash me, I don't bash her. Simple. We don't do that. You wanna know why? We've never been that type of person. We hold that shit in. What was the source of the breakup? Like I said, the source of the breakup is just we outgrew each other. Simple as that. I'm not gonna go into details because at the end of the day, I won't say that I wasn't the best man that I could be. Because I did what I could and I did what I knew. I wasn't raised with a father. I was raised by a single mother. So I did what I could. And as far as I know and a lot of other people know, I was a great man. It's just I lacked off in things, she lacked off in things. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna speak on topic no more. That's just gonna be it. We both loved each other. We outgrew each other. Not saying that we won't get back together. If she came knocking on my door, I'm gonna open that shit up for her, and she'll open up for me if I needed her. That's just how our love was.
So, bottom line, through it all, Falynn is happy. She's healthy. She's in therapy. Her career is great. Her children are healthy. She's in a relationship, and she's doing great. And I'm happy for her. Hopefully, everything works out for her this time. And I do wish her the best. I do wish Jalen the best. The other people over there, they seem happy and living their life. So no one is over here in a corner crying and struggling. Now, she did say Jalen wasn't happy. So if Jalen is going through all of that, then I do wish him the best as well. And I'll say a prayer for him. Because I do not want to do a separate video, she said in that interview he would go out all night, be in a club, spending her money allegedly. Then he would come home at 6, 7 in the morning. And when she would put her foot down and call him disrespectful for doing that, he then took her out. I'm trying to be very careful on how I repeat this information. And it got bad. Her children would hear it, but she would come out of the room with a smile on her face, and eventually she had to choose herself, and she chose herself, and she chose to leave. Chose herself and her children because it was no longer a healthy environment, and she kept all of this to herself and was willing to protect and save Jalen and peacefully and calmly move on until he decided to do all of this. So now she's simply defending herself. Regardless of who you believe, all I can keep saying is, I do wish the both of them the best. Jalen did respond to Falynn post with the singer by posting some laughing face emojis on one of the blog pages that reposted the image. And then he went to his page, posted this image right here. It's an older image, and wrote Happy Saturday, basically providing a space where people can go and insult Falynn some more. Some of the comments are on the screen on that post that he dodged a bullet and Falynn is lying and all of that. But yet, he's doing interviews saying Falynn is the one who's playing games on social media and she's the one who was manipulating him and all of that, when she's the one who's been quiet and he's the one who's out here doing interviews and providing spaces for people to come on to bash her, but pretending like I just posted a simple picture. You all know I'm not trying. Boy, we see through you. But regardless, I do wish them the best. If this woman walked away from alleged millions, from her previous situation, the man withdrew his first divorce. Falynn was willing to work it out with her and she walked away, and that's why he filed the second time. Don't believe the hype. I've proven this. I have facts and all of that in those videos, okay? If she would walk away from all of that and just wanted a simple life and wanted happiness, what makes you think she was going to stay with you in an alleged abusive situation? I do wish that both of them the best. I wish all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.